Bryan Stinespring. Thank you.
Thank you. I won't use this mic. I was an offensive line coach for about 34 years. I'm used to projecting my voice when I need to. So I will try to get away with that. So appreciate the opportunity to be here. Congratulations to all of you. Paul, we are certainly the underachievers in this room based upon the people that stood up and talked to us. And you proved that just in your introductions right there. It's a great opportunity to be here. I'm born and raised in this community. Born and raised in Clifton Forge. It's always been my home. It's my home again. I've never really left. And I just want to share with you, I wouldn't change that for the world. I'm very proud of growing up in Clifton Forge, and the things that have enabled any success that I've had, I attribute right back to where I was born and raised. Anything else I share moving forward is not anything from the past that Mr. Lincoln Hoger just shared with you. Anything I share with you right now has been shared to me by the young people I've been around in the last month or so. And I just want to share with it a little bit about what I've learned a little bit. But I am connected to this community. Mr. Clark over here, when he came to Clifton Forge for the first time as a 23, 24-year-old young guy there, is running the newspaper at Clifton Forge. He had a great employee. My mother was his employee there before she moved to Liberty House Nursing Home and became a social services there for them for 30 years. So we're connected. I have everywhere I go, somewhere I have family. I have family here. I'm not going to embarrass anybody by calling you out as family. We'll just keep that low key right now. So I do have Mr. Lincoln Ogre. We've known each other for a long time, but the one thing that he didn't say, we have been friends. He's been a mentor to me, but the greatest compliment I could give him, or I think about when I think about people like Paul and why I'm so fortunate to be from here, he has been very supportive of me throughout everything I've done. And that's kind of who we are in this community. It's supportive. Mr. Wilson, I want to thank you publicly for those rare occasions as a youth I had to visit your office. Okay? Just one or two times. Appreciate everything. Thank you very much. Actually, I will say this. Mr. Wilson he didn't know me very well. I went to his office. He wrote me a letter of recommendation out of college to join the state police to get into the academy. He visited with me. He did his due diligence. He wrote a letter for me to get into the state police academy. Based upon his letter, not anything I did, I was accepted. I decided to go into coaching, college coaching. There's been many Saturdays I've kind of thought that wasn't a good decision, but it's worked out well. So I appreciate all those people and those that have done those things for me. What I want to get to is, since I've been back home, this group of young people have taught us all a lot if you pay attention. Because I was at the University of Delaware, and COVID hits, and we refer to COVID a lot. And we still do. And it's part of who we are. But when I was at the University of Delaware as a football coach, we stopped work in March. I'd been there about a month. But you got to find a silver lining in everything. And for me, I found it. My mother, and I'm a mama's boy. I have no problem telling you that. But I was able to return to my home in Clifton Forge, my parents' home. My mother had dementia and was moving into Alzheimer's. Instead of being in Delaware, coaching ball through spring, out recruiting through spring, back to camps in June, football camp in August, I spent 6 months at home. And I'm not going to tell you that was easy for anyone that understands the disease that my mother had. But I wouldn't change that for the world. I got 6 months every day with my mom. She may not have remembered it, but I do. So find your silver lining. And these young people have done that. Miss Stanton's going to tell you that she's going to say she's heard this speech already. She has. She heard it Saturday. What was graduate? Saturday morning. Because I've heard these words. These young people, I can tell you that through this COVID experience, through their time in school, they have shown the characteristics, and I'm not talking about toughness, determination, willingness. They've shown relentlessness, resiliency. When do you say that about a young person? They have been resilient. To be in school, to be out of school, to be in school with a mask, as a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 17, I didn't handle it very well. They did. Resilient. They were fantastic. And what resilient means is whatever obstacle's in front of you, the size of it, the shape of it, it didn't deter them from getting to where they want to be. Resilient. And we all need to be resilient. There's obstacles out there. There's speed bumps everywhere. They've navigated it exceptionally well to do what they have done. And they don't get enough credit for it because it's hard. I didn't do a very good job. So, and then the other part of it is Ms. Stan, I heard the other day, adaptability. We're getting ready to go through some adaptations here pretty soon. How we adapt to certain things as adults is going to be very, very important. But they were constantly adapting. I'm not really sure as a 16-year-old, adaptability was part of my DNA. But they've done it every single day. So congratulations to you from that standpoint, because to me, that has stuck out quite a bit. I'm excited about this opportunity. I have a lot to learn. Hush. Ms. Stan's going to tell you that's the biggest understatement of the day right there. So, but here's what I want to share with all of you. And then I will sit down. And don't forget it. This is what we have great people. We have terrific young people in our schools. And don't forget it. Block out the noise sometimes and know that we have terrific young people. And you're surrounded by just a few of them right now. Thank you for your time.